This speech is my recital. I think it's very vital to rock
around.
That's right.
On time.
It's tricky. It's tight. Here we go. It's tricky to rock around. To rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky. It's tricky, 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 tricky. It's tricky to rock around. To rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky. It's tricky. It's tricky, tricky, tricky.
While EA isn't touting SSX Tricky as a full-blown sequel to the original SSX, the game does have a lot of new additions that really almost make it a true sequel. The game has tons of new characters, tons of new tracks, lots of little extras that really make it seem like a different game. The two main modes of play are, straight up exhibition mode, which allows you to, take whatever course you want that you've unlocked, as well as a World Circuit mode, which is the game's main single-player mode of play. Going through World Circuit mode, you'll unlock new boards, new outfits, stuff that you'll get from doing tricks and performing well throughout the game. You'll also unlock more levels as you go through the game. The big additions to SSX Tricky are, of course, the track changes and the character changes. For instance, there are 6 returning characters from the original game, lots of favorites like Elise, and new ones. There's 5 new ones in all. Eddie, you've seen him probably in everything you've ever seen for SSX Tricky. He's the guy with the big afro that goes down the track. Each character has abilities, each to their own. In all, the game includes 9 tracks. 7 of them are from the original game, although they've been incredibly reworked. So to call them the same tracks is almost unfair, because even though they are, and you'll see similar things in them, and there'll be similar themes, the tracks themselves are basically different. Garibaldi, one of the new tracks, is actually really cool. It's pretty much a straightforward, standard, snowboarding circuit, course. Got all the same, jumps and obstacles you would see in the previous game. But one cool new addition to it, one of the coolest things about it actually, is at the very beginning of the level, you'll see, you'll drop into this huge drop, and it's totally obscured by fog. So as you're falling through the fog, you can't see the ground below. So basically, you just kind of got to do all the tricks you can and hope for the best. But you eventually do see the course start to break through the fog, and you land, if you're doing everything right. But it's an incredible moment, and that's what SSX Tricky is really all about. They reworked the old tracks to try to include moments like that, and they've included moments like that throughout the whole game. And you can hear all about the making of the game and how they went about thinking about SSX Tricky in the DVD extras that the game includes. The extras are basically behind the scenes footage and interviews of the creators making the game, of the people, the music, everything involved, and it's really cool. It's really a neat behind-the-scenes look at how a game comes together, and it's a nice addition. SSX Tricky's control scheme is basically the same as SSX. It plays and feels pretty much the same, which is a good thing, especially if you've never played the first game, since that was the best thing about SSX, was actually playing it. The system that the game uses is rather inventive. It's basically a cycle of boosting, which is using a turbo button, but you have to gain the boost by doing tricks. And so the cycle begins at doing tricks off of catching big air, landing big jumps, and landing big tricks, and you get boost for that. Use the boost to go faster and to get more air, so you can do more tricks, so you can get more boost. And that cycle is really what makes playing SSX Tricky so much fun. Some of the little extras that EA has included into SSX Tricky are stat tracking, something that comes with every EA game, seems like these days. Such as, you basically see at the end of each race how you did, how many times you fell down, how many times you knocked down opponents, the tricks that you accomplished, just your time, all kinds of good stuff like that. One area that SSX Tricky has been noticeably spruced up is in the audio department. The character interaction is a lot more than it used to be. There's now a system where players have it lists right on the screen which characters get along with which characters, which ones are rivals or not. With that comes a lot of taunting and just chatter between the characters during play. So as you're creaming down the courses, you'll hear the characters banter back and forth, talking a bunch of smack, and it's kind of cool. It's a lot of fun, and what's really neat is you might notice it, but you'll definitely know when you go look at the DVD extras, is that the voices in the game are now supplied by top Hollywood talent, as well as a lot of people from the music industry. Such people as Billy Zane, David Arquette, Macy Gray, Oliver Platt, just lots of people, lots of famous people, and it's kind of fun. Along with the new voices and stuff like that, EA has gone the extra mile this time and actually included Dolby 5.1 digital sound in it, as well as standard surround sound mode and stereo mono. But the Dolby 5.1 is actually, quite cool, especially if you have the system that can do it. The game sounds great already, and I can't wait to hear what it sounds like when it's finally finished. While we'll have to wait until we get a final copy of the game in our hands and really give it a good go, judging by the early version that EA has sent over for us to give a try, it's clear that SSX Tricky is on the right track. It's shaping up to be a good game, and it looks like it's going to have enough new stuff in it to appease all the big hardcore fans of the original SSX.
This speech is my recital. I think it's very vital to rock around. That's right, on time. It's tricky. It's uptight. Here we go. It's tricky to rock around. That's right, on time. It's tricky.